Ready to turn the division upside down? This is not a game, Commander Nation. What would you say if the most feared pass rusher in Philadelphia fell into our hands? Yes, the same one who broke our hearts in past seasons. Sources reveal that Washington is after a defensive beast from the Eagles to build the best line on the East Coast. Is Dan Quinn about to steal a key weapon from his historic rival? This would be pure betrayal. And we love it! How much are you willing to pay for this sack monster? But also, do you think Washington needs a prima donna hunter? This is hot! A star receiver, Triple Crown winner, could be on his way to the DMV. Yes, the same one who tore apart defenses, but now carries more injuries than trophies. Is it worth investing in a 31-year-old veteran with a ticket to the operating room? Adam Peters is considering it. Will he be the perfect complement to McLaurin or a $1 million mistake? If you want to know how this move could save or sink our season, stay tuned and download the controversy. Like now if you support this all-in. Finally! Ready to erase those marks that have humiliated us for years? The High Command just dropped a surprise. We are returning to our roots. Let's not just talk about colors. Let's talk about identity. Will we see the legendary burgundy and gold again? Hints of the classic crest in a 21st century design? And guess what else? RFK is waiting for us. This is more than fabric, it's a message to the NFL. Washington is coming for its respect. And its style. The bomb of the free market, Commanders community. What's going on here, folks? Are you telling me the Washington Commanders are shaking the networks with a move that could change their entire defensive outlook? I bring you breaking news that will make the NFC East tremble. Yes, we're talking about Josh Sweat, the fearsome pass rusher from the Eagles, and a possible signing that would set this team on fire. Is Quinn preparing a masterstroke? It turns out Jonathan Macri from Pro Football Focus has put the Commanders as the best possible destination for Sweat. And it's not just anything. Think about it, fans. Can you imagine this sack monster moving from Philadelphia green to burgundy and gold? I tell you yes, and I'll explain why. Sweat has been the leader in pressures for the Eagles for 2 seasons. 8 sacks in 2024 on a team that didn't exactly shine. What would happen if Quinn, the very architect of explosive defenses, gave him the reins here? I'm talking about a guy who could instantly be the #1 pass rusher in Washington. But wait, is this signing realistic? Now, I ask you, is it worth investing in a division rival? A player who already knows all our secrets? Of course, it is. Think about Dorrance Armstrong, a good compliment, but consistency? That's what Sweat brings. Macri has no doubt. He's better than Dante Fowler, who could leave in free agency. And watch the numbers. You know what bothers me? That in 2024, our most productive pass rusher had how many sacks? 5, maybe 6. Sweat had 8 in a bad year for Philadelphia. What would he do with a motivated Quinn, an aggressive scheme, and a demanding crowd like DC? I tell you, he'd double those stats. And the money? Let's be clear. Here's the controversial part. Would Shulman and Peters pay what a Super Bowl participant like him asks for? Of course, they would. But, community, wouldn't it be better to look for young talent in the draft? I don't think so. We need veterans with hunger, and Sweat, at 28, has the fuel to lead. Imagine Sweat coming to Washington, facing his former team twice a year. The Eagles trembling every time Lamar Jackson or Dak Prescott sees that number 94 running like a train. That is priceless, family. Commanders folks, if you want to make a statement in the NFC East, Josh Sweat is the signing. He's not just a pass rusher. He's a message to the entire league. Washington is coming for everything in 2025. What do you think, Commanders Nation? Should we spend millions on Sweat or bet on the draft? I'm going to speak clearly, Commanders Nation. Because I see something here, something that could change the course of this franchise. What am I talking about? The rumors putting Cooper Kupp, the famous Rams receiver, on Adam Peters' radar. A bold move? Absolutely. But is it what we need? I say let's analyze this with gritty teeth. First, understand the context. The Commanders have salary cap space, draft picks to spare, and a Super Bowl window that doesn't close. Peters is in all-in mode, looking for pieces to take us to the title. And there appears Kupp, Triple Crown in 2021, natural leader, work ethic of another level. Jeremy Fowler of ESPN says he's the type of player that fits into Washington's new culture. But now I ask, at what cost? Kupp is no ordinary player. At 31, he's still a killer in short and medium routes. 67 receptions, 710 yards, 6 TDs. And he missed 5 games. Imagine him alongside Terry McLaurin, 2 alphas in Jaden Daniels' offense. Plus, the Rams are willing to absorb part of his contract, $20 million in 2025, 5 guaranteed. And here's the detail, our free agent receivers, Noah Brown, Diami Brown, might not return. Do we need experience? Kupp has it. But don't fool me. Age and injuries are a red flag. Since 2022, Kupp has battled lower body injuries. His explosiveness is no longer the same. Can he stay healthy for an entire season? And then there's the draft. Is it worth giving up a valuable pick for a player who might only last 1 to 2 years? I say Adam Peters cannot afford to err on this. Here's my opinion. If the Rams eat part of the contract and the compensation is a day 3 pick, do it! Kupp not only brings talent, he brings a winning mentality. Can you imagine his influence on the young guys? But if they ask for a 2nd or 3rd round, it's A-N-O-G-O. We can't mortgage the future for a maybe. And now, the big question, what do you think, Commanders Nation? Should we take a risk on Kupp to give Jaden Daniels a lethal weapon, or is it better to look in the draft or free agency? This is colossal, Commander Nation. The future of our franchise is taking a historic turn that will make us proud once again. Josh Harris just dropped the bomb we were all waiting for. We're going back to our roots, to our brand, says the owner, but what does this mean exactly? I'll tell you, this is more than just a uniform change. It's a cultural reset. Let's be clear, those current red uniforms are a visual insult. Where's the legacy of the burgundy and gold that brought trophies to this city? Where's the design that honored icons like Sammy Baugh or Joe Gibbs? Harris knows. That's why he insists we will represent the DMV community. Now I ask, will they include symbols of the Capitol? Will they bring back the golden stripes that shone under the RFK lights? And listen up, this is not just fabric. It's identity. After years of shame with names and colors that didn't represent US, Harris is reconnecting with the blood that runs through this fan base. But listen, the name Commander stays. Does it bother you? I don't care. Because the crucial thing is that the crest, the colors, and the stadium at RFK, yes, we're coming home, will be our new past. Let's talk about the present. With a rookie QB of the year, a young and hungry roster, and an unexpected trip to the NFC Championship. Who the hell needs 5-year processes? We're ready now. But listen, to win the Lombardi, you first have to dress like champions. Those current uniforms look Black Friday pajamas. Do you think the Patriots or the Steelers would play with such generic designs? Harris understands, classic elegance intimidates more than flashy colors. Here's the crucial fact, Redskins merchandise has reappeared, but don't get your hopes up. Harris was clear, the name doesn't change. Those products are nostalgia, not a sign of return. My opinion? I care more about a uniform that evokes our history without carrying the weight of a controversial name. And now the million-dollar question, what elements must the new uniforms have for you, Commander Nation, to feel like we're finally back home? Golden stripes like in the 80s? Helmets with the classic but modernized logo? Or maybe a sweet nod to the DC flag? We want to know. Let me make this clear. If Harris nails this redesign, we just win games. We'll reclaim the soul of this franchise. Because, in the end, we don't play for logos. We play for legacies. What do you demand in the new design? Comment below. Commander Nation, we need your voice. Should we invest millions in monsters like Sweat or Cooper Kupp to strengthen the team, or is it better to trust the draft and bet on young prospects? Your opinion defines the future of the franchise. What would you do, sign a veteran or rebuild from the ground up? And speaking of the future, what do you demand in the new uniform design? More golden stripes? A return to the classic burgundy and gold? This is the time to make it clear. What essential element should the uniform have to feel proud in 2025? Comment below and join the mission. Do you think Jaden Daniels will be the key to the new era, or is there another piece missing? Your answers will be part of the next video. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss anything from this Commander's Revolution. We are a family, not just fans. Click subscribe and comment now. And remember, hail to the Redskins!